Oh, joy. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the first episode of the Ian Bell Show. My first guest tonight is Margaret Ann. Here she is. And we're going to be talking about how to have fun with the phone.
What?
That's the topic tonight. How to have
what?
fun with the phone. My beard is too thick to drink this beer. The beard is in the way of my beer hole. So yeah, it's part of our Never Be Bored series. Is how to have fun at any time, in any situation. And this in this episode, we're going to be talking about how to have fun with phones, because everyone, should have access to a phone. Not one of these, even if you don't have one of these smartphone, just a landline. So, oh, there's a little gremlin in here. Come on, gremlin. Have that gremlin come up here. We're going to give you some history about how people have had fun with phones. And I mean, you could probably go back to when phones were first invented. I'm sure people immediately started having fun with the phone, making prank calls. You think like one of the first calls? I wonder what the first prank phone call was. Because the phone was invented in the late 1800s? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
And so yeah, I wonder what the first prank phone call was. We're gonna have to look that up. Because now I'm curious. First prank phone call. The first prank phone calls were surprisingly morbid. That's what this. History's first prank phone call was way back in 1884. This is from Network World. It says, little nugget of telecommunications history comes from February 2nd, 1884 edition of Electrical World via Google Books. Somebody telephoned, or this is the snippet from the newspaper article. A grave joke on undertakers. Some malicious wag at Providence, Rhode Island has been playing a grave practical joke on the undertakers there by summoning them over the telephone to bring freezers, candlesticks, and coffin for persons alleged to be dead. In each case, the denouement was highly farcical. Oh, denouement. So the ending was highly farcical, and the reputed corpses are now hunting in a lively manner for the telephonist. What?
Yeah, what?
I don't get it. The old-timey language or what? I just don't understand that. Think about that. So the article continues. All it took was 8 years for some 19th century Bart Simpson to cast aside any respect or wonderment there may have been for this technological marvel and transform the telephone into an instrument of tomfoolery. By way of comparison, it was fully twice that long after the launch of the World Wide Web before someone executed the first Rickroll. What?
What is this nonsense?
I don't know if I believe that. 100 years later, 25 geeky happenings from 1984. So I guess those who are watching, fill us in the comments section. But it appears that the first prank phone call was on February 2nd, 1884, where somebody prank called some undertakers, said, "Hey, we got some dead bodies. Bring some coffins and stuff because you got some dead people on the way," or something. I don't know. It was a weird practical joke or prank phone call. But yeah, anyway, so the history of having fun with the phone goes back very far. It goes back to, let's see, what was it, 8 years after the phone was invented for people to start using it for fun. So yeah, the phones, I mean, I'm sure many prank phone calls happened, but getting into like I believe it was the 70s, no, this goes back to the 50s, so we're going to talk about phone phreaking. Have you ever heard of that, Margaret?
No.
Phreaking, or phone phreaking, is basically like an early form of hacking.
Wait, is that where they, is that where they, like, call a SWAT team on you?
No.
Oh.
That's called swatting.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
But yeah, phreaking is when you take, you basically hack the phone system to do certain things. So, phone phreaking goes back to one of the first persons to do this was a blind 7-year-old named Joe Ingressia. So Joe, being blind, sometimes they say that people that lack one sense, they become more adept with their other senses. So apparently he could tell exactly what hertz or what pitch a tone was in. Anyways, he was whistling on the phone and he figured out that he could get the phone to do certain things by whistling. So basically, Joe Ingressia became the first phone phreaker. Through whistling, he was able to get the phone to do certain things. He called, as a 7-year-old, he didn't know what was going on, so he called the company and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And from there, he made friends with other people that were engaged in this stuff. One of his friends, or somebody that he came to know, was named John Draper. So John Draper was a pirate radio guy, so kind of the same background as me, John Draper, he, through his pirate radio network, the people that he knew through that, he was able to get involved in this phone phreaking stuff, and he found out that a Captain Crunch whistle, so one of those whistles in the bottom of the cereal bag, he found out that one of those whistles, if you blow on it, it would activate the phone system so that he could make long distance calls for free. So he could activate like long distance calling.
Seriously?
With the Captain Crunch whistle. So yeah, his nickname was Captain Crunch, or Crunch Master, because he figured out this whistle technique. So basically, there was a whole network of people that got involved in phone phreaking, and they figured out how to do all kinds of fun things. I mean, most importantly was making long distance calls, because back then, I mean, our generation, you remember long distance calling. You called anybody out of your city, long distance rates applied. So, and it could get really pricey. So, I mean, just to call somebody in out of state, you'd have like a phone bill, $20, $30, just to have like, like a half-hour phone call, if I remember right. I remember people complaining about that. So it was difficult to communicate with people out of state, especially internationally. But they figured out, these phone phreaking people figured out how to hack the system to make these free phone calls using the 2600. Yeah, I believe it's the 2600. 2600 hertz whistle, so they could blow that, get the long distance system to engage, and then they would blow it a certain amount of time, and that would dial the tones, and then they could make the long distance or international calls for free, and talk to people. But they also figured out other things. They figured out how to so this community grew. They would put out zines and newsletters and stuff like that, and figure out how to. They found like these test lines that you could call in, and it was like a community of people. A whole group of people would get on these test lines, and they have like a group chat. So it was like the first like chat room sort of experience, where you'd maybe have like 5, 10, 20, 30 people in this group chat, and they're all talking in there. So they figured out how to hack into these party lines, and just probably share different secrets that they'd learned, and just talk and network and all of that. So they did something called war dialing, which was sometimes it was automated or just manually just dialing a bunch of numbers to figure out. And this comes from the movie War Games, because it was called something else before. It was called war dialing. It used to be called I don't remember, but war dialing comes to the movie War Games because I believe Matthew Broderick's character, he created this automated program on his phone where he would look for like modems, or look for because everything was dial up back then.
Yeah.
So that's how he was able to find to connect. I think in the movie he connects to like a missile base or something, which actually happened when I was researching the history of phreaking. They would do some of these things like war dialing, and they were actually able to get into one of the missile command, one of the red phones that they had in there. So that actually happened. Life, art imitates life, or life imitates art, or whatever. But yeah, they were able to do that actually in reality. Funny aside, there was a famous case. I think they called it CORAD, and maybe that was because of where it was located. CONAD. It is some kind of missile defense system that was set up in the 80s. But there was a Sears Roebuck ad to call Santa. They got one of the digits wrong, and they actually listed the phone number of this missile base, and some little kid called in and was like, "Santa, is that you?" And the military guy was like, "How the hell did you get this number?" He was freaking out on the kid, and so yeah, that's a little funny tangent there. It actually happened with accidentally, but these guys were able to hack into the missile base, and I don't know what they did. There's all kinds of history about this stuff. Like, I would love to get my hands on some zines. I just did some kind of superficial research on this topic because it's something that I've been interested in. Going back into my youth, me and my brother did stuff like this. We did all kinds of stuff on our own. I mean, we did we had a scanner. So a scanner allows you to listen in on a bunch of different frequencies. So we would listen in on like, first they call them, what did they call them? Mobile phones, which is like, I think it was like 500 megahertz range. And then cell phones were around like 800, 900 megahertz back then. This was in the late 80s or early 90s. We used to listen into phone calls. Oh, cordless phones, 4600 or 46 megahertz to 49 megahertz. I believe was the cordless phone frequency. So we were able to listen into like our neighbors, like all their conversations. And one thing that we discovered was that if somebody dialed a number, you record that number and then on their tape deck, and then you play it into the phone. It'll dial that number. So we were able to like mess with people.
God.
We were able to be like, "Hey, we just heard what you were talking about. You know," and like we would like mess with them and stuff. And I mean, not recommending any of that, of course, but yeah, like we did. Basically, you can play the tones into your phone back then, and the phone would respond to the tones and actually dial the number. So that was a pretty fun thing that we did. And one other thing that we figured out. This is our own like little phone freaking thing that we figured out. So I don't know how this worked. This was very weird, and I've actually never heard of anybody else doing this in like the phone freaking community. But what we would do is, so we had call waiting, and we would get somebody to call the phone, and then I would call what used to be called fingertips. Do you remember fingertips?
No.
It was a local number, 402-477-3333. So you'd call that, you could play games, it would give you like movie theater information, you could listen to music, there's all kinds of stuff you could do on fingertips. So we would have one line occupied on fingertips, and then we'd have another person call, we'd flash over to that call, and then I can't remember exactly how we did it. Like, I think we'd have the other one person would hang up while you were on call waiting. I don't remember exactly how we did it, but what happened is you would get just randomly linked into someone else's phone conversation. It was like being teleported randomly into somebody's conversation. So whoever they were talking to usually would get kicked off, and they would be talking to you. Or maybe they would both be on there, and you would be on there as a third person if they had call waiting, maybe, or multiple lines or something. But so you'd be randomly inserted into this conversation, and they'd just be talking, blah 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 blah, and then you could say whatever you wanted to them. So you could be like, "Oh, really? That's messed up," and they'd be like, "What? Why are you mad?" You know, like, because they didn't know like who you were.
What?
You were just randomly inserted into the conversation. And yeah, we had all kinds of fun doing that. Like, people would get so like weirded out, like, "Who are you? How did you get on my phone call?"
Oh, yeah.
And I feel kind of bad about it, but yeah, I mean, most of it is just harmless. You know, I don't think anybody. They probably realized it was like a glitch. But I remember there was one person. You know, we had some people going for a while, and we'd usually like let them know. Like, but yeah, it was crazy. Like. And I don't know, we called it like line surfing or something. I don't know exactly what it was, what glitch we were exploiting, but yeah, that was a ton of fun. We would do that. So I have a little bit of history in phreaking myself. Not yeah, phreaking. It sounds pretty weird, but do you have any?
I do not.
You never did any phone phreaking?
Nope.
Did you do any prank calls?
I did the classic, oh, is your refrigerator running?
Wait, how's
I
that
did that
go?
one.
How's that go?
You call somebody up and say, hey, I'm with such and such company, just checking to see if your refrigerator is running. And the person would check and say, yeah. You'd say, oh, you better go catch it.
Or you go, do you got Prince Albert in a can?
I've never heard that one.
Are you
I'm
serious?
serious.
You ask them, do you have Prince Albert in a can? And then they say, yeah. Because Prince Albert is like tobacco, like pipe tobacco.
Oh, I thought it was like a tea.
No, I think it's pipe tobacco. And you say, well, you better let him out.
So
But yeah, I mean, prank calls. Shit, we used to do all kinds of prank calls back in the day. My friend G had a pizza tape. I'll have to play the pizza tape. But the pizza tape was a tape where we'd call like a pizza place, and you could get on there or we would play the pizza tape, and then they would think that it was somebody calling to order pizza. I'll play it, and it makes sense, but they would, like, it was super funny. Actually, I'll look it up right now and play it. So, but yeah, it was like a really cool, like, prank thing. Actually, we should do it. We should call a pizza place. We'll do that later. We'll call the pizza place and we'll play the pizza tape. Maybe in part 2 of this show, because this is getting, I feel like this is going to be a long show. We better split it up into 2 parts. But yeah, so phone phreaking was a huge thing. Like I believe it took place mostly in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And then in the 90s, like probably mid-90s, the phone companies started to like get wise. Well, I mean, they already knew this stuff was going on, but they changed the technology. Basically, the technology got more sophisticated to where it wasn't as easy to exploit, like loopholes in it. So now, I mean, phone phreaking still exists. I mean, it's still out there, but there's not a lot of people do it. It's not as widespread, and it's more technical now. So, just to kind of give you kind of a brief kind of glossary. So, they used to call the old system the analog kind of voice only telephone. They call that POTS, it's plain old telephone system. So POTS isn't really, I mean, POTS exists, but mostly it's gone into, from what I understand, the voice over IP, VoIP system. So phone phreaking nowadays uses trying to hack voice over IP stuff. Google Voice. Apparently, we'll kind of get into this in the second part, but apparently there's some ways to hack the Google Voice system to get it to do certain things, which I was reading a little bit about, so we'll talk more about that. But do you have a Google Voice number?
No.
Okay, we'll have to change that. So yeah, nowadays there's something called SIP, Session Initiation Protocol Trunking, which basically converts POTS into voice over IP. And there's like a lot of the modern phone phreaking people, they've learned how to mess with that stuff using Asterisk, which is an open source kind of trunking system that turns your computer into a communication server. There's all kinds of technical stuff that's way over my head that modern phone freaks are into. So basically, with modern technology becoming so sophisticated, hacking and phreaking, I think they call it like H and P, they've kind of merged because now it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, the computer and telephony has become a singular thing nowadays. So it's changed. But I mean, modern phone phreaking involves stuff like that, like hacking these trunking systems, these PBX systems, which are that's kind of like what a business uses. A PBX system is like one number with like all these multiple, what do they call that, extensions. So hacking into those. Back in the old days, in the 70s, 80s, they would use those PBX, like their voicemail. They would find all the unused voicemails, and then through phreaking, they would learn how to hack into that and then use those voicemails. So it was really cool. Like, all these people were involved in this like community, back before the internet. So this is like prefiguring kind of the internet in a way. So it was just really interesting. But now they do like they do things like spoofing, which is changing your number to somebody else's. So spoofing is a thing. War dialing is still a thing. If you've ever gotten a call and people, you pick it up and you're like, hello, hello, and no one's there, you've probably been war dialed. So that's an automated thing to try to figure out, is this a fax? Is this a residence? Is this a business? So they're trying to create a database of what all these numbers are to try to find loopholes. Some of the old school phone phreaking stuff that still exists, maybe stuff like calling payphones just to like see who answers, or calling elevator phones. Every elevator has a phone in it. So there's certain ways through like war dialing or certain kind of covert things. I mean, going into an elevator, getting in there to figure out what the number is, or making the call, pretending to be a technician, figuring out what those numbers are so you can call those, and then you can listen to what's going on in the elevator, talk to people in the elevator, which is fun. So that's still a thing. I worked at Gallup for 6 months or something. I don't know if I ever told you this, but when I worked at Gallup, we would call, it just randomly called numbers, so it was kind of like war dialing. But a lot of times I get these elevator phones, and I try to like write down the number when I got it, But yeah, it would just be like, hello, what's going on? Who is this? Who is this? Like, people, you were talking to people in an elevator, and they were like wondering why someone was talking to them on the elevator, and they were very confused. And so yeah, you can call those elevators. You can just listen to figure out like what's going on in the elevator, or you can talk to them and say weird things and mess with them. So if you're able to find a database of these phone numbers, please send me a private message in our contact info, and maybe I'll make some videos of calling those in the future. But yeah, there's still, phone phreaking still exists. It's not totally dead. There's things that you can do. And getting back, sorry for being all over the place, but the whole point of this video is talking about how to have fun with phones. And maybe this doesn't fall into the domain of phreaking, but it falls into the domain of having fun with phones, which kind of reminds me all over. I'm like Trump tonight, he's all over the place. It's like me, I'm like all over the place. But it reminds me of that guy I mentioned earlier, Joe Ingressia. So the blind 7-year-old. So this guy getting into the whole point of this video, this guy went on later in his life to start something. I thought this was hilarious. He started something called the Church of Eternal Childhood. So he became an ordained minister.
The Church of Eternal Childhood? That's not creepy.
No. Well, he was actually like abused as a child, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. But so he started this because his whole thing is like, he's like, we don't want to grow up. Why grow up? Why become an adult and go work yourself to death and do all these ridiculous things in life? And he's like, I just want to have fun. So he started this Church of Eternal Childhood, became an ordained minister, and basically it was like a church of fun, like how to recapture being youthful and fun. So basically that's kind of what I wanted to do with this show, is to talk about like how to have fun with your phone. And the cool thing is there's all these numbers that you can call, and in the second part of this, we'll kind of deal more with the phone phreaking and get into some of the history of that, with like phreaking boxes and the different stuff that, the history of it. But I just wanted to call some of these numbers. A lot of the numbers are really cool. They're like, they're songs. Like there's a Rickroll number that you can call, and it just Rickrolls people, so you can give them that number. So I'll put these numbers on the video if I can figure out how to do that. But the Rickroll number is 248-434-5508. That's 248-434-5508. So you can Rickroll your friends, whoever. So that's a really fun one. Oh, remember the gangster party line?
No, I don't know any of this.
It's like, hey, N-word, why are you calling? You want to start some shit? You want to start some shit, homie?
What?
And they're like, remember the gangster party line? Okay,
No.
so you can call that. Let's call that right now and see if it still functions. So that's 1 2 1 3 3 7 3 4 2 5 3.
Nigga, where you from? I'll beat your fucking ass, nigga. But if you want that real shit, watch my nigga Brent Weinbach's stand-up comedy special, Appealing to the Mainstream. Available on iTunes, Amazon, and other streaming outlets. Check out more videos at youtube.com/Brent Weinbach. You can follow Adam Sherry on Twitter, @Adam Sherry. And if you just want to talk some shit, leave a motherfucking message, bitch.
Hey, this is Ian Bell Show on YouTube, Otherworld Broadcasting. Please like, subscribe, shoot me a message as well. I'd love to get you guys on the phone for another show or for a future show. Reach out to me. Yes, thank you. Brother, or wait. What should I say? Gangster. Okay, yeah. Not brother.
Wow.
Remember when I was at that party and I walked up
Wow.
to the guy. All these guys came in. All these African American guys, and I said, "What's up, my brother?" And the guy said, "I ain't your brother for sure."
Oh,
Got on my face.
God.
So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said brother. I just thought that would be, anyway.
Wow.
What else do we got here? So I can't call the Hall and Oates line. There's a Hall and Oates.
What?
Yeah, there's a Hall and Oates hotline you can
How
call.
did I not know about this?
And you can pick whatever Hall & Oates song you want to hear and listen to it. It's 719-26 Oates. So that's 719-260-OATES. Not sure what that is. Let's look at that is. Okay. 719-262-837. And you can listen to whatever. If I can't play it, I would love to call and play it for you guys, but YouTube has a thing, any music, you get copyright violation, and then they they don't demonetize your video, they take your video down, so hopefully, they're very strict about that stuff, so hopefully we haven't done anything yet to get taken down. This is something, Surfer Boy Pizza? I don't know what that is, but let's call it.
That's from Stranger Things.
Oh, seriously? Okay, let's call it. Pizza. Oh, shoot. Okay. So let me give you guys the number. The number is 805-45-PIZZA.
Wait, why can't you just call it?
Well, I'm gonna, but I messed it up. 805-45-PIZZA. Oh. Apparently it just rings and rings. Let me try, I'm going to try a 1 in front. 1-805-45-PIZZA.
Fair shop, Surfer Boy Pizza. This is Argyle speaking. We make everything fresh here at Surfer Boy except for our pineapple, which comes from a can. But I still highly recommend slapping some juicy pineapple on your pie. Oh, fruit on your pizza's gnarly, you say. Well, I say try before you deny. Hello?
Hello? What was that?
What in the world?
So you have to dial 1 first. 1-805-45-PIZZA. For you young people out there that maybe don't know this, the numbers on the phone have letters that correspond with the numbers. Young people know that?
I think they do.
I think they do. Okay, so let's try that again because maybe we'll get a different message. 45-PIZZA.
Fair shop, Surfer Boy Pizza. This is Argyle speaking. We make everything fresh here at Surfer Boy except for our pineapple, which comes from a can. But I still highly recommend slapping some juicy pineapple on your pie. Oh, fruit on your pizza's gnarly, you say. Well, I say try before you deny. Hello?
Try before you deny. Alright, Argyle. That was pretty cool. So yeah, this is another number. I'm not sure what this is. Let's try this one. Apparently it has something to do with like the movie Don't Look Up. I've never seen that.
What the hell is that?
1254-63 Comet. COMET.
Thank you for calling the BASH hotline. Due to violent global destruction caused by the comet, we're experiencing a higher than normal call volume. Please stay on the line, and a live representative will be with you shortly. Live representative as in still living. So, it may be a minute.
Okay, I don't want to play the music too long because I might get a copyright violation.
What was that?
That was Don't Look Up. That was 125463 Comet. But yeah, I don't know a lot about that. So this is Kentucky Route Zero. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Well, let's try this. I don't know what that is. 1270-301-5797. Oh, maybe don't dial the 1. Let's try it without the 1. 270-301-57.
Use the area code when dialing this.
Okay. So that one might be out of service, which is unfortunate because
What's
that's
that one?
it was like a video game, but it was like you could choose all kinds of options. It sounded really cool. But yeah, we'll try another one here. See if you guys recognize who this one is. We're gonna do. I think you have to dial a 1 for most of these first. So try 1 5 0 5 503 4 4 5 5.
Hello, hola, ya'ate. You called Saul. You've reached the offices of Saul Goodman and Associates, your one-stop shop for all things law. If they've accused you of breaking bad, better call Saul. If you're currently under arrest or in custody, follow my
Better Call
patented
Saul
rules. 1.
better
Keep your
than
mouth shut.
Breaking
2. Keep your mouth shut. 3. Don't make eye contact with anyone in a holding cell, unless you're looking to make a love connection. Visit my website for more free advice. BetterCallSaul.com. The solution to your problems is just minutes away. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold. Drug felonies, press 1. DUI, press 2. Slip and fall on government property, press 3. Illegal animal smuggling, press 4. Unreasonably hot fast food beverage accidents, press 5. Wayfair 515 victims, press 6. To continue this message in Tagalog, press star. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold. What, the cops won't let you hold anymore? You're running out of quarters? Look, if you're going to break bad, you got to be prepared. For more free legal advice, head to my website, BetterCallSaul.com.
That was awesome.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like the music in the background.
Yeah. So this one, okay, there's one that you can call for the 8675309. You know that song?
Yeah.
So there's a number you can call to listen to that. It's 201-867-5309. And there's a bunch of different area codes you can try if that one doesn't work. You can try 304-517-567-919. But yeah, I can't call that one because we get copyright. There's a website called the Payphone Project that lists all the payphones that exist. I was actually able to find one here
Are you serious?
in Lincoln that works.
Where?
It's at a place called Merle's Food and Drink. Do you know where that
I
is?
thought that had gone out of business.
I thought so too, but let's
Is
call
it.
it.
Is it the place that? Was that by Emerald?
I have no idea, honestly. But yeah, let's see if anyone picks up. 1402 479-9882. That's what, 4 in the morning? I don't know if anyone's gonna pick up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you can call random payphones. Apparently most, if I remember correctly, I think every public swimming pool has to have a payphone.
Really?
Yeah, so what I'd like to do in one of our future shows is to send people out. We'll talk to them on the CB, and they can go around to all the swimming pools or all the areas in town where there might be payphones. Have them call in. We'll do a payphone call-in show where
That'd be
people
cute.
call in from all the different payphones. That'd be
That would be
awesome.
cute.
Oh, so this one's supposed to cheer you up. This is like a kids thing.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna call this one. This one will be fun. 707-873-7866.
The area code.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I gotta do the area code. So the number is 1-707-873-7863. Let's try it. 1-707-873-7863.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? What the heck was that?
What was that?
Oh, it's still going.
What?
It's supposed to be the kids thing, right?
Yeah. What
Oh.
number did you dial?
1-707-873-7863. Let's try it again. Maybe I misdialed. 1-707-873-7863.
Oh boy.
Hello?
Hello? Wait, okay, this used to be like a, are you there guy? Who is this? Now it's just a guy going, hello. He sounds like Surfer Boy Pizza again.
It does.
But yeah, it used to be like a fun thing with kids that would like tell you like encouraging messages and stuff like that. But yeah, so there's a lot of different numbers you can call. This one's like an echo test, so let's try this one. Oh no, let's try this one. This is a choose your own adventure line. It's 1-630-847-5241. It's choose your own adventure.
Welcome to my answering machine. Now, if you have no sense of adventure and you'd like to leave a message, hit number 1. But if you do have a sense of adventure, hit number 2.
Nope.
And there you go.
She pressed number 2.
If you
Yeah.
do have a sense of adventure, well, here's your mission. You have to find me. I'm hiding somewhere in the house. If you'd like to go north,
What?
you hit number 2. If you'd like to go south, you hit number 8. Number 6 would bring you east, and number 4 would bring you west. If you'd like to do something in any of the rooms you happen to be in, you hit the start button. And if you'd like to get out of the do menu, you hit the start button again. Well, good luck finding me. See ya.
Where should should we
Warning,
find?
the humor in this game is not politically correct. Think of it as a time machine from the 90s when the game was made. If you're easily offended, please hang up now. This adventure machine has a Facebook group where we share different videos of the machine actually working, along with other goodies. If you'd like to find us, just type in our phone number in the search engine on Facebook. You're at the curve. If you hit number 2 to go northbound, you can be in the front yard. If you hit number 8 to go southbound, and you'd be playing in the street. And I wouldn't suggest playing in the street. Or you can hit the start button and do something else.
What?
You're in the front yard. To the north, you use the front porch, and to the south, you use the curb. There's nothing to do out here, though.
I don't know.
You're on the front porch. To the north, you use the front door, and to the south, you use the front yard. Or you can do something. These are things to do on the front porch. You can ring the doorbell if you hit number 1. You can break a window if you hit number 2. Or you can listen if you hit number 3.
Break a window.
God. That's what I do.
These are things to do on the front porch. You can ring the doorbell if you hit number 1. You can break a...
Ring the doorbell.
Answer. These are things to do on the front porch. You can ring the doorbell if you hit number 1. You can break a window if you hit number 2. Or you can listen if you hit number 3.
Listen.
These are things you can listen to while you're on the front porch. An Amish drive-by shooting if you hit number 1. Traffic if you hit number 2. And an airplane if you hit number 3.
Amish guy. What?
What the hell?
These are things you can listen to while you're on the front porch. An Amish drive-by shooting if you hit number 1. Traffic if you hit number 2. And an airplane if you hit number 3.
Let's do the airplane.
These are things you can listen to while you're on the front porch. An Amish drive-by shooting if you hit number 1.
Amish drive-by shooting?
And an airplane if you hit number 3.
Okay, I feel like we could do a whole show on
Yeah.
this choose your own adventure thing. This is awesome. Oh yeah, we'll come back to that. That is hilarious. I'll have to call that one later. So yeah, let's see, what else do we got? Otherworld Radio has all kinds, that's our kind of our home base for this program and stuff. So we got some links on there. There's free 411, 1-800-FREE-411. You can look up anything on there. There's time and there's a time station. Let's call the time station. 1-303-499-7111. Oh, you can hear this on the radio too. There's a radio frequency. I don't remember what the radio frequency is. But this is the atomic time station. I'm gonna look up the frequency.
Time?
Yeah. So it's like the most accurate time that's based on, so the frequency, this is from Fort Collins, Colorado. So this, most radio controlled clocks are set by this.
And took 8 hours, 54 minutes, coordinated universal time.
So yeah, you can also pick this up. Let's see. Trying to find the frequency. that you could listen to this on the radio. Um,
8 hours, 55 minutes. 14 Universal Time.
it's called WWVB. And then the frequency for WWVB is 60 kilohertz. But you can listen to it radio station WWVB. It cuts you off after 2 minutes, apparently. But yeah, if you have a clock that's just automatically programmed, it picks up that station and programs itself off of that station. But you can listen to it to like set your phone or set your clocks and stuff. But yeah, I can't. I think it's on shortwave. Okay, so WWVB broadcasts on 2.5, 5, 10, 15, and 20 megahertz from a location near Fort Collins, Colorado. Both stations broadcast timing signal 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, listeners all over the world. So you can get on shortwave. Is it shortwave? I think you have to have a shortwave to pick that up. But anyways, you can also call and listen to that. What else do we got here? Choose your own adventure. Let's try this echo test thing. I'm curious about what this is. So this is 1-804-222-1111. Do the voice echo.
You are about to enter an echo test. In this mode, everything you say will be repeated back to you just as soon as it is received. The purpose of this test is to give you an audible sense of the latency between you and the machine that is running the echo test application. You may end the test by hanging up or by pressing the pound key.
Hello? You try it.
You try it.
Oh, this is so cool. Echo test. Okay, how do I go back?
How do I go back?
I think I hit pound.
The echo test has been completed.
Let's do the 1000 hertz
You have
tone.
reached
Oh.
No.
I don't like that. Okay. I'm not sure what the option 2 was. I'll have to try that one. But yeah, there's time voice. We already did. Let's try this. This is another time voice one. It's 1-719-567-6742. 1-719-567-6742.
U.S. Naval
U.S. Naval Observatory Master Clock at the tone.
Master
Mountain
Clock.
Daylight Time, 3 hours, 0 minutes, exactly. Universal Time, 9 hours, 0 minutes, 5 seconds. U.S. Naval Observatory Master Clock at the tone. Mountain Daylight Time, 3 hours, 0 minutes, 15 seconds.
That's so cool. 757 weather. So 1757 weather. Let's try that. 1757 WEATHER.
The weather forecasts for the U.S. and Canada are provided by freeweathercall.com.
The number 402-422-121-212 is the number to call for free weather forecasts in your area. Or Omaha.
Do you have a charger?
Please hold while we connect you to 402-422-121-2.
Never mind.
Thank you for calling the Weather Service, proudly presented to you by Clearly IP. Did you know you can help veterans across the country by donating your car, truck, or van, no matter the condition?
What about
We'll
medical
even come
equipment?
tow it for free and give you a charitable tax receipt. Veterans all across the United States will benefit from the proceeds of your donation. Press 1 right now to arrange free towing and pickup of your vehicle, running or not. Get your tax charitable receipt and know that you've helped veterans across the United States of America. Again, to donate your vehicle, press 1 now.
The current time is 4:02 a.m., where the current temperature is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is southeast at 8 miles per hour. Humidity 73%. Omaha, Nebraska, Friday, July 19th. Mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%.
Alright, so there we go. There's 1757 weather. So this is what they call an ANAC number. It's an automatic number announcement circuit. So you can call that just to get your number read back to you. But yeah, I was going to do that, but I don't want to give out this line. But if you do want to call us, our number is, let me get you our number here because I don't remember it by heart. Do you know our number?
Our phone number?
The radio phone number?
No.
So the number to call us is 402-704-7676. You can call and leave us a voicemail, and we'll play your voicemail on the air on our next show. So wanted to leave that if you want to have another kind of fun number to call. So getting back to like the party line stuff that the early phone phreaking people did, there's an app that does that now. I think it's called the Clubhouse app. But you can get on there and just talk to like a bunch of people at the same time, so you can kind of relive that experience. Oh, this is one that I've been really wanting to try out. So this is called Harvard Sentences. I don't know the exact history of this, but this is supposed to be a really funny one. Let's try it out. It's 1-858-651-5050. 5050. So let's try this one. It's called Harvard Sentences.
We're sorry, the party you have dialed is not accepting calls at this time.
What?
We're sorry, the party you have dialed...
Party? Well, that was one that I was really looking forward to. So it would like read back. It reads like these random sentences to you in different pitches, different, and they're like really, it's like random stuff. It's so cool. This one's the Mojave phone booth, where you dial the random phone booth in the Mojave Desert. Have you heard about this one?
No.
Let's try it. It's 1-760-733-9969. Seven, three, three, 9969. Actually, so this it used.
Sorry, the number you have dialed has been changed to a conference.
So it used to be a random
That's
phone.
1294 conference. That's 1294 conference. That's 129.
Hello? So, yeah, this used to be a, I might have got kicked off. There used to be a phone booth in the desert, and from what I understand, now it connects you to a party line where you can talk to just a conference room of a bunch of different people. So let's try it one more time. So, 1-760-733-9969.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed has been changed to a conference. That's 1294 conference. That's 1294 conference. That's 129. You are the only party in this conference.
We're trying 1 through 9. Hello? Hello? Try number 1. Hello? Hello? Ah. Try different conference. Let's try number 1. Okay. 1-760-733-9969. See if we can get somebody in one of these conference rooms.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed has been changed to a conference. That's 1-2-4.
Try 1. Hello?
You are the only party in this conference.
Oh, we gotta get some people on here. It's 4 in the morning, so. Oh, a little echo. Hello?
I wonder how many people actually call it.
Oh no. The next number is Steely Dan number. You can listen to Steely Dan songs, but of course you can't do that because YouTube. There's another number so the Steely Dan number is 1-251-278-3359. Did I give him the Hall & Oates number?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Hall & Oates number, just in case you didn't get that one, is 1-719-26-OATES. But yeah, you can call Steely Dan. There's a band called They Might Be Giants. You can listen to their music at 1-718-387-6962. This one's like random music. It starts off with Monster Mash, and the number is 1-775-546-4537. This one just plays All Star by Smash Mouth over and over.
Oh my god.
It's 1-830-476-5664. So that's like the Rickroll number, which is 1-248-434-5508. But yeah, we have so many of these numbers. We could do this all night. So we'll do a part 2 where we'll do more of these, and maybe we'll do the Mojave phone booth. See if we can do it during the day where maybe there'll be more people on there. And but yeah, we'll have to do a whole show with that, and with the Choose Your Own Adventure one too. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then we'll also get, another part of this, like Fun with Phone series. We'll get into some of the more of the history with phone phreaking. Maybe we'll see if we can get some of the guys or gals that were involved in phone phreaking, and see if we can get some of them, one of those dudes to do an interview. Because that would be really cool to learn more about the history of it. Because I can't tell you a whole lot about it. I don't know a whole ton about it. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Give us a call, 402-704-7676. Shoot us an email. I'll leave our email in the description of the video. But yeah, we'll play your message on the air, and read your emails and that. We're going to do in upcoming shows. We'll have a mailbag section, kind of like on Tool Time. We'll read our mail and play our voicemail and all of that stuff. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Signing off here, Ian Bell, Margaret Ann. We'll catch you next time. Have a good night. And then we'll cut the video there. Oh yeah, I have my remote. I could have just hit the button. So...